Hello, my friends, and welcome back to New Dalancia, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition homebrew campaign. I am your most gracious DM, VGpunx, and with me, as always, our players. That was a difficult sentence to spit out for no reason. Hope everyone's having a great day. We are going to be picking up from where we left off on the last session we had everyone here with. Which was at the end of the tunnel, going into Selbra's lair. Does everybody remember what happened during that session?
So I believe we met up with this weird creature who asked us questions 3 or the other side we saw. And we went through this tunnel with Rec leading us through the way. Tried to sneak around just because we weren't sure about what we would see. Managed to get past a large group of creatures undetected. And I believe that's where we ended up at the end of that session.
All right. Yeah, there was a large group of creatures, looked like troglodytes and some kind of giant spider.
Can you remind me which form I'm in right now?
I think that you were in wolf form at the time.
Yes, because you were helping us to sniff out where to go.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Or were you in you might have been in uniform cards. You did the thing to get us sneaking through.
That's right.
I think I did that before. Well, I don't know.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll see.
Either way.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whether or not I am in Fae form right now.
All right. Having narrowly evaded monsters in the tunnels beneath Selbra's hut, we continue through a wide passage as a pungent scent starts to permeate the air. A thin veil of smoke coats the floor in this final chamber, the luminescence of various potions reflected dimly off the wet stone walls. In the center of the room, a bubbling cauldron casts thick smoke billowing to the ceiling. A figure at the back of the room faces away from you but calls out, "Come in. I've been expecting you lot, of course." She turns. Her eyes seem to pierce right through you.
Wait, your sentence cut off at the end. Pierce what?
Right through you.
Okay.
There it is. How do I do this part? Oh, yes. "I am Selbra," she says. "Rasputin says you're looking for a young dwarf, and there might be trouble with the new advisor to the Royal Council," she scoffs, "and his band of thugs." One by
that
one,
is the short and log of it.
One by one, she looks over each of you, and as she sort of waddles through this very cluttered space, she approaches you here. "Ah, I see. I finally get to meet the upstart young wizard kicked out of the college, was it?"
Well, not exactly wizard. Don't exactly have the brains for that, but I certainly know my way around magic.
"So I have heard. You are shorter than I thought you would be."
Well, what I lack in size, I make up for in other areas.
We're getting started early on this one, I guess.
I'm speaking about my charisma, you perv.
Is that what you named it?
Oh my god.
I can't tell you what other have named it, but
You passed,
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
you passed the test with my homunculus. I believe you are who you say you are.
Hey, VG. Sorry to interrupt. You're kind of fading in and out a lot. It's really hard to hear.
I'm fading in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Understood. Let me see if I can. Hopefully this helps.
So far, yeah.
She says, "You passed the test for my homunculus. I do believe you are who you say that you are. With the new advisor and his Red Nine, as they're called. You can't be too careful. He is a powerful, powerful wizard."
powerful wizard that would have sunk to the ocean if it weren't for us.
We should have let him.
Now, you came to me seeking assistance. What can this old witch do for you?
Ratsputin told us that you were the best bet for finding a way to get into the institute, or even just deal with the issues going on.
Getting into the Institute is no easy task at current, which I'm sure you're already aware. About your missing dwarf. What do you know of his disappearance?
Well, I followed his trail into town, and then it just disappeared in a little bloody puddle.
Indeed, it was a strange sight. Seemingly, the dwarf has just vanished entirely. No one can find him. We have a friend who is a private investigator who has been helping parse the city, but to no avail, I am afraid. I see. Just vanished, you say. Obviously, magic is afoot, and I think I might know where they've taken him.
Really? You can help us find him?
I believe so. When they arrived here on the 1st of the month, I followed the Red Wizard and 2 of his friends into the Enchantra. I am always wary of anyone the nobles trust. One of those red-robed characters created a pocket dimension there, and they left some kind of item inside. Incredibly powerful. I sense the sinister intentions of the bearded one. Whatever this artifact, these dimensions, these pocket areas have been opening all across the city. Each one has a sort of anchor that keeps it open. This anchor not only acts as a maintainer of the space, but also a keystone into it. She starts to pat like on her robes, like she's looking for something, and her eyes dart around the room. Now, where? She starts rifling through various things.
What
are you looking for?
Looking for?
A trinket. I know it's here somewhere. And she starts digging through another. Ah, yes, here it is. And she raises up what looks to be this. It's like a necklace, and on the end of it, it has just this. It has this sort of small crystal orb mounted inside what looks to be almost like a claw, sort of silver fixture. She brings it over to Yui in fear, and brings up your hand and places it in. This crystal reacts to magic. It can be attuned to help locate specific magical artifacts. A mage must simply conduct a ritual in which they focus their thoughts on the object in question. The crystal glows when it's near the object, and you can even focus on the crystal to glean the direction which you need to travel to find it.
Neat.
This seems easy, perhaps a bit too easy.
Well, my guess would be finding it isn't the issue.
What if we don't know what the item looks like?
That matters not. Just the idea, the concept of an artifact with such power. It's enough.
Test it out, Ian Fear. Try it on my necklace. And she holds up her pendant.
Well, I can think of something a little bit different. He's actually gonna concentrate. He'll go. Is it specifically for objects, or could it be for people?
It works with objects.
Magical ones, right?
I suppose nothing would stop you from trying focusing on a person, but the object does have to have inherent magical. It must be tied to the weave, is what I'm trying to explain.
So he's going to. He's actually going to try and focus in on the mirror that Sarahi had, which was similar to the one that he had.
Oh, okay, you're going to focus on the mirror?
Well, because I'm not sure if Sarahi actually had, but he saw that she had pulled it out during the fight against the false Hydra and helped with the portal to control with her own copy of the mirror. So
you're going to attempt to do the attunement ritual like here and now?
That was Yolanthe was mentioning trying to see if I could see if it worked by trying to focus on her necklace.
A ritual
Yeah,
like
I guess
this.
if it's.
Okay.
I was gonna say if it's tied to the weave, I don't think her nature power is tied to the weave, so it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's not well. Is it arcane? No, I don't think it's arcane. I think it's more of a religious artifact, right?
Her necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something given to her from her goddess, so I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But don't forget, Mistress is a goddess of magic, at least in other lore in that regard. So it's, however, even for divine, it can be a form of magic. But I mean, that is up to you, DM. Your world.
I think it would have to be tied to arcane magic. That kind of makes the most sense to me.
Okay. But and so in that regard, I guess he would go, how exactly would this ritual work, and how long would it? Like most rituals, I understand, take a little time to prepare, don't they?
Young mage, have you never attuned to a magical artifact before?
The closest has been, I kind of created one, I believe. And he's gonna hold out the memento. And he said, "This was not magical originally, but I managed to put a jewel in here from an enemy I found with a spell, but I did that all on my own. Like there was no books to study."
I know books required for a ritual. Let's see. I know I have an instructional around here somewhere, and she starts digging once again through clutter. Give me a few minutes. I'll find it. It would seem some method of organization would be helpful to this poor person.
I'll
sort
say
of
Tess
says
actually
there's
thinks it's very nice in here.
I'm gonna say
It's cozy.
they gave us a free gift. Maybe they have organizational skills based off their own needs.
Yeah, Yolanthe's kind of like got her pipe out and is just kind of casually puffing and wandering around, just kind of looking at stuff.
Not a gift. I'll want that back. When you're
Got it.
through
When
with
we're
it, of
done?
course.
Of course.
Now, yes, here it is. She rolls up this paper. You see her put like a ring over it, creating like a scroll, and then hands it to you. And take this, read through it carefully, follow the instructions to the letter. Now, if you don't mind, you shan't go around telling others of my lair. Do you understand?
What layer?
Already forgot.
Well, it seems there's hope for this city yet. Now, if that concludes your business with me, she gestures sort of toward the door.
Yeah, all right. Yolanthe starts heading for the door.
Be careful. She turns.
Tess appreciates your help.
She waves and turns back toward the cauldron and starts to stir and adds some kind of ingredient to it. Another puff of smoke billows out as you leave the room. I've never seen a bat folk before. What an interesting person.
Quick question. What was her name again?
Selbra. Selbra.
Okay, thank you.
So now what?
Well, now we still have to go find. I mean, we still have to find the others. We do need to get a hold of Yestis, see if once see if they've made any progress on finding everyone.
Agreed. And
Am
before
I-
we... Oh, go ahead.
Am I misremembering? Didn't he give like his own personal stone to one of us?
Who, Yestas?
Yeah. Oh wait, I think he gave it to Kolvar. Never mind.
Yeah, that was Kolvar.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Let's see. I believe that before we depart for such a dangerous, potentially, place as the Enchantra, a wreck, we ought to pay a visit to Grimpack to get your armor.
Tess also needed to see Grimpack.
Think it's done?
Only one way to find out.
All right.
And it
Let's
also
go.
seems Ianfear is going to need some time to attune to this magical item.
While he's doing that, do you think I should fly over this forest and see if there's anything that like we can keep an eye out for?
I definitely would prefer to have as much information as possible. Albeit, you should be very careful. We don't know
I'm
if
always careful.
Helthius is about.
Nah, I ain't afraid of no red wizard and his red idiots. But yeah, I'll be all right. Don't worry.
Ianfear, do you need anything special for the attunement?
I mean, I'll take a glance, but from what I can tell, it just seems to be a lot of chanting, praying, and arcane saying. So
Yeah, about the only thing the scroll mentions when you kind of glance through it is you need chalk. You're gonna need some incense, candles, the usual effects.
yeah, okay, just the sweet smelling stuff and the things I need to chill out.
Oh, and a quiet
Smooth jazz
environment.
music.
That's very important for focus in general, right? You're gonna have to
I
load
mean-
up Spotify.
Get my head the headphones.
Lo-fi
Lo-fi
beats
beats
to
to
attune to.
just constantly playing Fireball on a 24-hour loop.
Very well. So we know that Ianfear, you're probably going to want to go maybe back to the room at the inn or just somewhere quiet that you can focus on this thing. Tess, Rek, you guys wanted to go to Grimpax. Yolanthe, you're wanting to fly over the Verdant Enchantra and see if you can find anything. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay. Are we all splitting at this point, or are we all going to travel together? How do we want to do this?
I thought Yolanthe was gonna fly while Ianfear was doing his thing, just to save us all some time.
Yeah. I'm shocked. What about you, Ianfear? Are you wanting to go to Grimpax first, or are you wanting to just beeline for the tavern or wherever? I don't know what you have in mind for this.
Well, we have already been sort of separated enough times that I will just join with them first.
Okay, so you're going to go to Grimpax as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
hopefully this won't be too long. We'll get you on your meditation time.
Yolanthe, what form will you be taking? Yolanthe,
Sorry, what?
what form will you be taking?
I think I would like to be a falcon because she wants to do this fast.
Okay. One moment.
Falcanthy.
Let's see. I do not have a falcon. What is the closest that I do have?
Oh, I thought I saw a falcon on my list, but if not, then just a, I don't know, eagle or something. Hawk.
We do have a hawk. We also have an eagle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the hawk.
Okay.
Hawk Lanthy doesn't sound as cool, though.
But fly, you fools, doesn't take as much meaning now.
I mean, I don't want to be a giant version of anything. I just want to be a regular, like, subtle-ish bird.
Hawk is a good choice for that.
All right.
All right. I am polymorphing you into a hawk. Bam. You are now Hawk Lanthy. Congratulations.
They don't say that. I don't know what hawks do.
You all watch as Yolanthe morphs into a hawk and takes off into the sky over the Verdant Enchantra, which is actually pretty, like you can see the beginnings of the forest just beyond the lower city.
Yeah, and in hawk language, she's like, I'll catch up later, bye.
We go ahead and load up the Schapeben city map for some better visuals here. But
Oh, I forgot it was raining.
as you know, you guys are here. Yolanthe, you'll be flying over pretty much the entire forest if you can. Shouldn't take
Yeah,
terribly long.
as much of it as I can.
I'd like you to go ahead and roll. Let's call this one a perception check. Go ahead and roll it with
Who, me?
advantage, since I believe you're going to have advantage for sight. Or maybe not. I'm not sure.
You're talking about me, right?
Yes, yeah. Please roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right. We're just going to save that for a little bit.
Oh,
while
this
we,
hawk is so cute.
It is a really cute hawk. I like it. We are going to save that for just a bit here. So we'll
Okay, good.
we'll get right back to you, Yolanthe. And yeah, let's you guys all start toward VGpunx, which is in the market district here. It takes about 30 minutes, and at this point, it's the sun has started to descend in the sky at this point. It's like kind of late in the it's getting later in the day. I believe when you all set out for Selbra's in the first place, it was already like late afternoon, wasn't it? I believe y'all like had to sleep in because of all the missing sleep that you had before that. Is that right? I think I remember saying it was like midday-ish.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Okay. So you all make it there. Like I said, the sun is starting to kind of to go down for the evening. As you approach VGpunx and crack open the door, he seems to be finishing up on some project. There he is. Ah, yes, you've returned.
We have. How'd it go?
Did some patchwork on your armor, I must say. I've never seen such metal before in my life. You said that you procured this from... He trails off. Somewhere otherworldly.
Yeah. We found a foundry down there, and we were trying to collect a lot of pieces for someone so they could get us out, but we ended up finding our own way out, and then I just held on to it.
It is a fine piece of armor. I would that I could have done a better job on the patch, but it will protect. It will function. You see that there's like this very clear, like, difference in the metal, like right over that spot that was torn through. The patch job here looks pretty clean. Not quite sure how he accomplished this, but it looks like there has been grafted in there, just like some very thick steel plate.
Oh, I thought you were going to use part of the shield or vice versa to fix one or the other.
I gave that plenty of thought, but this metal, very difficult for me to work with. I imagine its creators may have used special tools. Steel is my specialty. That being said, I can appreciate the need for protection. If you would like to speak later about a custom piece, I would be happy to craft one for you.
No, this will work. This will work. I imagine it was hard to work on. They probably get it hot as hell.
His face remains completely straight. The joke just kind of flies over his horns. Well, in case you change your mind, you know how to find me. He turns back
Certainly
toward
do.
the anvil and
How
places
much
the
do I
hammer
owe
down.
you?
For a patch job such as this, and an incomplete one at that, let's say 50 gold pieces. I think that's fair.
How much is a platinum worth again?
Platinum? I don't remember.
Isn't it 10 gold?
That sounds right. All right.
I think that's right. I think it is supposed to be 10 gold.
Reg digs through his pouch and hands him 5 plat.
Oh, I cannot accept such a gracious payment. Wait, no, I'm sorry. 5 platinum, yes. I'm doing the math wrong in my head. I do hope that you find this acceptable. Surely it will turn a blade.
Most excellent. I appreciate it.
I thank you as well, sir. He kind of huffs, something that he seems to do pretty often. If you need anything else, again, you know where to find me. I'm about
Absolutely.
to close up shop for the day. Are you headed back to the tavern?
I will soon. Tess, did you need something too?
Oh, yes. Grimpack, as a fellow hoof person, you had mentioned something at one point about leg guards. Tess is quite curious because these boots are very uncomfortable on these hooves.
Yes, I have just the thing. And he turns around. You see him walk over to a sort of display table. There's also a chest and several different what do they call those? Like a mannequin, but for like armor. I think that is just a mannequin.
A man at armorkin.
Yeah. You see him remove from one of the chests a pair of these. They look like they are studded leather. Like they have, so they're like a leather, like pad with like studs in it. He brings them over to you. Yes, these are quite popular with hooved kind. He hands them to you. Would you like to try them on?
Tess looks at them kind of confused. How do these attach?
He sort of gestures you over to a nearby stool. Come, sit.
She plops her little tush down.
He kneels down before you and he pulls over this. It's like a wooden. It's sort of an angled wooden board with a little slot in it so that you can kind of fit your foot there and it won't just slide down. Please place your foot on the pedestal here.
She follows. She follows his instructions.
Are you currently wearing your boots?
Yep.
Yes. Can you remove your boot, please?
She removes both boots.
He starts to strap these straps around the back of your leg, and before long, you are fully wearing this leg guard. It kind of hits like from below your knee and protects your shin, all the way down to the hoof.
This is quite comfortable.
They can come in two pieces. This one and one that attaches to your upper leg, should you choose to don such a thing. They are lightweight, not very cumbersome. Good for stealth, perhaps. Magic users can also use them as they are, as I said, not cumbersome. They do give some protection from the elements as well. They seem comfortable.
After watching Grimpack attach it, she follows his steps to put on the other leg guard. Like this?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Kneeling down, as you put on this other one, you try to adjust the strap to about the same point that he adjusted on the other side. Please, stand up, walk around.
She gets up and paces around the shop.
They're a little bit weird at first. They almost feel a little stiff. They kind of, they don't hit your knee, your knee area. But it almost feels like they would, if that makes sense. Otherwise, they're pretty comfy. Definitely more so than the boots.
Tess is definitely going to enjoy this. What is the price on these?
One moment.
Grimpack's flipping through his price sheet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
15 gold pieces will suffice.
And Tess hands him 20 gold pieces. A little bit of extra on top just for being kind and teaching Tess something new.
You are very gracious. I accept. He pockets the money. Let me trim off the straps, and he does so. A custom fit. I hope that you will get years of use from them.
Tess is already feeling a lot more comfortable.
I'll get you an item for those after the session today.
Okay.
Amphier will go, well, now that we're all doing a little bit of a shopping, I've been thinking, I want to see if you have any better quality armor compared to the one that I have here.
Which armor are you referring to? Just what you're wearing?
So, because right now the one I'm wearing, which is it's leather +1. So, because it has to be sort of light armor, the light armor class. So,
As a smith, I don't tend to carry much in the way of leather. That is not to say that I cannot get a hold of it.
And also as a cow.
it doesn't necessarily. It just needs to be of a light armor class.
Do a really light chain shirt, maybe?
I've not known many spellcasters who like the medium armor, but let me think. Magical items recently have become very difficult to come by, you see. However, for the right price, I believe that I could find something to suit your needs. It may take some time. If you could give me some specifics of what you're looking for, perhaps I can get a selection together. We can meet back tomorrow.
As long as it is of a better, sturdier quality than this, is my main concern. It definitely, unfortunately, I am not skilled in the heavier like plate protective armors. If you can find anything that that would help with protecting me, that's really my main concern. I'm not if there's better like features that it can come included, that would certainly help, but it's not necessary.
I do understand. I will speak with my contacts. He almost cracks a grin, but then his face kind of goes back to that same kind of stern look that he's always wearing. Tomorrow, then. And
Okay.
this information does not leave this room. You have been a friend to Mixie. And for that, I trust you. He almost has a difficult time saying the word. Tomorrow, then, he says again.
Till tomorrow.
Well, perhaps I'll see you at the tavern later.
Thank you for everything, Grimpack.
Be safe out there. You all start to leave the establishment. As you do, the daylight has started to give way to night. You start to make your way back to what ails you. Yolanthe.
Yo.
Flying over the forest gives you a lot of time to think over the things that have happened to you over the past, week? 2 weeks? You don't see... You don't find anything seemingly out of the ordinary in the Enchantra, but you are able to identify several small clearings in the forest. Could be likely spots to set up camp if need be. Something you'll definitely want to save for later. Whatever this artifact is, it's definitely well hidden.
Cool.
There are a lot of other wildlife in the Enchantra, and even as you're flying above it, you almost feel this like magical energy just emanating from it. The forest is said to be...
From the forest?
Yeah, the forest is said to be enchanted itself, and so that would make sense. But it's a strange sensation that continually washes over you, like swimming, but you're clearly flying in the rain.
Is it a pleasant sensation, or is it kind of unsettling?
Seeing
Or
that
is it kind of both?
you've never really felt anything like this from a place before, I would say it's probably a bit unsettling. But it doesn't seem sinister in nature. Albeit, it does seem chaotic.
But I don't see any portals or any red idiots or anything.
No, nothing like that. One thing that you do see is the original place that you had went to in the Verdant Enchantra to go and commune with Landwill, and you kind of flash back to that experience.
Okay.
With all this information, you start to head back to the tavern.
Yeah, she flaps back to what else? Yeah.
It doesn't take you very long to get there. And having flown over the majority of the Enchantra, I would say you probably arrive at about the same time as the others.
I land on Ian Veer's shoulder and kind of peck at his side of his head gently.
Ian Fear?
Seagulls, stop at your...
Yeah, she hops off his shoulder onto the ground and morphs back into Regulanthe and just has this kind of grin on her face. Okay, let me take off one of my wilds.
There we go. I have restored the transformation.
Yay. She is kind of stretching her arms and just like rotating them forward and backward, just being like, oh man, that's tiring. But sorry guys, there wasn't exactly a big glowing X in the middle of the forest that we can just go to. We're gonna have to kind of hoof it. And she looks down at Tessa's hoofs and she's like, oh, speaking of which, those are new.
They are, and they are so comfortable. Grimpak got Tess set up perfectly.
Cool. What'd you do with your boots?
Tess may have left the smelly boots at Grimpak's.
Yolanthe is laughing and she stands up. She says, I did find some cool spots though. We could set up camp when we go. That might make things a little easier.
I'm nervous. This Verdant Enchantra is said to be a strange place.
I did get a little bit of a not cursed, but definitely magic as hell vibe.
And without access to the Institute, I'm not sure how we would gain any other information about the place.
About that. And she pulls up the necklace that the professor, whose name I always forget, gave her.
Yes.
And just kind of dangles it.
The amulet.
As long as we don't contact them in the evening, as so they said, because evening
I
is
thought we were
frightful.
only supposed to contact them in the evening.
Maybe it was the only evening.
Yeah, it was only in the evening.
I don't
What
know
is
how
that?
to use it, though.
What is it?
When Talanith and I went into the Institute, we got into contact with some of the professors, and she gave me this, and she said it's able to pretty much send me right to her. I just don't know how to use it. She holds it up to, I guess, either Tess or like to kind of collectively the group is like, does anyone know how to do that?
I was trying to link the item, but it instead linked the it instead linked the effect of the item. I don't know why it won't let me do that. It's in your inventory though. It's called Albraxia's Pendant of Return. What's that? Likely, you'll have to attune to the item, which is kind of the exact same thing that Ian Veer is doing technically, though Ian Veer has some extra steps. Basically, you just perform a ritual with it for like, I think it's 15 minutes or it might be 20 minutes. For attunement. I don't think you ever actually did attune to it, so I think that still has to happen. Yeah, the same way, you'll just need a nice quiet space. You can also do that as part of a long rest. You can attune to stuff. So, that's a thing. No, they are the same. Answering your question from chat, Rec.
Okay.
Okay. As you all enter the tavern, you're immediately greeted by a sort of wide-eyed Kolvar. Hey, you're back.
Back again.
Yeah, come in out of the rain. Yeah, if you need, you can dry off over by the fire. I am afraid I have news.
What is it?
Your, I don't know how to say this. Your friend, the drow, Talanith, came in. He, collected all of his things, didn't say a word to anybody, and just left.
What?
I wish I had more for you. He's gone.
This is a little.
Did he leave a note or anything?
Nothing, no. Oh, I found this in his wherever he was sleeping. It's one of the communication rings with all the sending stones on it. Seems he left it behind.
Is this the first we've heard of
Elanthe bursts out
people who
laughing.
are affected by the cloud coming back to their place?
Oh, that's just
And
the
then-
thing. He wasn't chanting. He didn't look all dead-faced like the others do.
Huh.
I don't know what was going through his head, but I heard he left town.
Yolanthe is laughing and like grinning and looking around with her hands on her hips, kind of mischievously, like, okay, Mr. Rogue, nice joke. Come on, gonna come out and scare wreck or something? I get it, that'd be hilarious, but look, we got a big, busy day ahead. We don't have time for this.
You're saying all of that out loud?
Yeah.
The room goes quiet. There's no response.
Tess reaches out and grabs the ring from Kolvar and stares at it in her hand.
It's the same as the rest of you guys' rings. You know, it has all of the stones on there.
She turns to Yolanthe with the ring still in her open palm, and she says, Tess does not think he is coming back.
Of course he's coming back. What do you mean? We're a team. We always he's always sneaking off. You know that. Come on. He's here somewhere. He's just playing a joke. He's playing a dumb rogue joke.
But to leave this behind? So that we had no way of communicating with him?
Or perhaps
Maybe
he was frightened.
maybe he got taken. Okay, well maybe he's real. He can't just.
I'm sorry, Yolanthe, says Kolvar. Last I heard, he left town. Just took the road.
She slowly reaches over.
He'll say, maybe he may not been showing the signs of being like those who are still chanting, but clearly he was affected in some way by the cloud.
Yolanthe very slowly reaches out and takes the ring out of Tess's hand and just kind of holds it up and is just looking at it. And there's this like look on her face that's getting a little bit harder and harder, like angrier almost. But then she kind of like shakes her head and just kind of chuckles a little, like, what are you sorry for? That I don't have to constantly keep that idiot alive? You know how much effort that took? Now I can just relax, and it's good. It's good. I'm happy he's gone. And she kind of like tosses the ring on the floor. Team Snake was a stupid name anyway.
Fair will say, don't focus on the fact that he's gone. Focus on the assholes who took him from you and how you're going to make them pay.
Right. Yeah.
I wonder if he was just scared. Fear is quite a motivator. But to be honest, we stand before monsters unknown to this world. We've been on the brink of death. We've seen through incredible adversity. If he were to leave out of fear, I don't know that I could blame him. That being said,
he would have said something, right? He wouldn't have just.
Unfortunately, the only way we could ever know that would be to ask.
But we can't.
Ren goes ahead and picks up the ring Yolanthe tossed down. He steps up to the bar.
Well, You can't ever know what's going on in somebody's head. But we can wish him. I don't know. Somebody give me a drink.
He slams his hand on the table.
One round coming up. Kolvar gets to work.
And we gotta hydrate in the chat.
Hydrating.
Yolanthe just kind of looks very dejected and just kind of wordlessly staring off into space, turns and goes slowly over to where the hearth is and just kind of flops down in one of the chairs and is just staring at the fire.
Tess moves to join Yolanthe.
The fire is nice. The warmth definitely helps drying your wet clothes. Wreck, the ale goes down smooth, but it feels so insufficient in this moment.
And then he leans over at the bar and is like,
Hey, go ahead and make some tea for them.
and he nods over by the fire.
Good idea. Coming right up. You see him prepare a kettle, put some water in, some kind of packet, various leaves, and then walks over and puts it over the hearth. Before long, it starts to bubble and steam. I'll have a round two, if you please. Whiskey. Kolvar gently slides the drink over to Val, who gulps it down hastily. Well, we have much work to do. He stands up and just kind of meanders back to the room quietly. There's an air about him as he walks off. He seems disappointed. No sooner does he leave than the doors to What Ails Ya once again swing open. And the little private investigator, his coat, collar popped up, covering his neck, and a kind of dingy looking hat sits atop his head. He comes in, takes the hat off, water falls to the floor. That's really coming down out there. Yestis walks in. By the long
Red
faces.
gives him a nod.
He nods back at you. Why the long faces?
Because it's
Well-
raining.
Glampy? Are you conjuring in animals?
Yes.
What exactly are you attempting to accomplish?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the scene. I was just getting that locked and loaded.
Yeah, cool. What are you attempting to do?
She's picked up her pendant and just kind of whispered something into it, and a little kind of ghostly bullfrog just appears in her lap, like a big one. And she's just sitting, staring at the fire, and just kind of absentmindedly petting it, and just kind of sniffling back some tears.
Tess, you're probably seeing all this happen. You were, I think you said you were right next to her, right?
Yeah. What a curious little creature.
She looks down at the frog and still just kind of petting it. It's like one of my soulmates.
Is his name Sweeney Toad?
Sweetie Toad. Thank you.
I like it.
Does this soulmate have a name?
She shrugs and says, maybe. I don't know. It's just one of the spirits tied to me and keeping me alive. I don't know. Sometimes it's just nice to be reminded there's a friend that won't ever leave me, no matter what.
Well, the spell
That
does say that
absolute butt.
it's a pack of them, so it's a pack of toads.
Is that what a group of toads are called? Is it a pack?
Well, it's so according to Conjure Animals, it's nature spirits that appear as a large pack of spectral and intangible animals.
I'll let you use it for the purpose you've intended there.
Yeah.
It seems feasible.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have Yolanthe having this emotional little support animal right now.
Tess will lean over and she's leaning her arm against Yolanthe. He was an absolute butt for pulling this maneuver. Tess is not going anywhere, though.
It's hard being a twin and not having your twin by your side, you know? It wasn't exactly the same, but the way we always worked in tandem was close. And now he's just gone and that hole's empty again. Do you know what it's like to know that someone is supposed to be there and they're just not?
Tess is very familiar with this feeling, and she will reach into her bag and grab her mother's skull and pull it out.
Yolanthe will say,
Yolanthe does.
I hadn't thought that I had that similar feeling until recently.
Is Ianfear actually there with the two of them?
I mean, I'm kind of not sitting there, but sort of standing off, sort of behind, close enough by. Just
okay. I wasn't really sure. I thought we were kind of keeping it quiet. I didn't really know how loud we were all talking.
But I mean, because
it's kind of quiet in the bar right now. The mood's pretty somber.
Yeah. Oh.
Emotional support, Ianfear.
Yeah. Anyway, she looks down at Tessa's skull and was just like, I guess you do know what that's like, huh?
Tess thinks that almost everybody in this party of friends has felt this way as well.
Especially
That
Yolanthe
sucks.
will flash the memento for a second.
Fear's like, a knife.
Yolanthe leans over and just puts her head on Tessa's shoulder and just kind of closes her eyes, and she's still petting this little ghost frog.
Tess blinks away some tears and leans her head on top of Yolanthe's, very careful with her horns so that she doesn't poke.
Estes walks
Rex
over
just
and...
kind of.
Oh, sorry.
Rex just kind of listening, but waiting on the tea to be done.
The tea finally ready. Kolvar goes over and collects the pot and pours up cups for all of you.
Here, I'll take it to him.
Rex paces over with 2 cups of tea and hands them to you.
There you go. I don't know much what to say. Just sometimes people are like a good meal.
He hands the cups over.
Warm and comforting when you have them, and you miss them when they're gone. Well, can't always have the same meal. Certainly changes, but you can always make something new. Reminds you of the good times.
Yolanthe sits back up and takes the tea and just kind of looks at it and then smiles up at Rick and's like, yeah, I think I get it. Thanks,
Is that
Mom.
why they call it chamomile?
What?
Because it's a good meal.
I do you know what kind of tea this is?
My mother
I feel
made
like it's
quite a few.
yeah. I
different
was
ones.
about to say I think it's Ian Fear's mom's special brew.
Why would Kolvar have that?
Because
gave
we
it
took
to
it
him.
out of my mom's house.
Did y'all give it to Kolvar?
I
Yeah,
thought we
like
did at
forever
some
ago.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it to Kolvar,
When we
and it's
first-
been in the
at the very
kitchen for a
beginning.
while.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's what he probably made then. Yeah, I didn't realize y'all gave it to him. I forgot that little detail.
Tess smells the tea, holding the warm mug in her hands. Thank you, Rek. That was actually perfect. You do know exactly what to say.
My mom
Uncle
always
Rick.
used to say she made that tea whenever she had to deal with me.
I apologize for if this might come across as insincere, but what happened? Not insincere. What's the word I'm looking
Is
for?
that Yestis or Kolvar?
That was Yestis.
Okay.
Something about like the word is like if you don't want to sound ignorant.
What I was
Insensitive.
insensitive. Thank you. Yes. I don't mean to sound
Correct.
insensitive, but what happened?
Reg pulls off his bear cloak, kind of lays it out on the ground in front of the fire, and takes a load off.
Fear will say, apparently, Talanith came back, no longer looking or chanting like the crowd, but took his stuff and left, leaving behind his messaging ring.
That absolute butt left town without us.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought he had become like a chanter, like the rest of them.
That's what we thought too. He passed me by chanting.
But he was not chanting when Kolvar saw him collect his stuff and leave.
That would imply he was lying about it the whole time. Do you need me to go find him?
If he left his ring behind, then he doesn't want to be found. And if that's the case, we'll honor his request in that regard.
We have to respect it. Do not waste your time on him.
Yolanthe's just staring at the fire with that kind of angry look appearing back on her face.
We're going to go ahead and take this moment to take a break. Cut to intermission. We will see you all when we return.
Stretch your arms, legs, and butts, folks.
And we are back. You all are still at the tavern, having just discussed the departure of Talanith from the city. Val sauntered off to his room, looked pretty upset. Yestis has come in. He just heard the whole story. He's probably sitting there with you guys now. I'm afraid I don't have much good news myself. I walked the whole town, asked around. No one's seen Darkul. And, well, I was able to confirm he's not at the castle.
So then we're gonna have to rely on this object then. Imperial will pull out the. Is it like you said it was like an orb, right?
Yeah, it's like a crystal orb in a small, looks like a claw, like clasp.
And he'll say, "We met with someone who gave us this object to be able to use to help us with tracking. It will take some time to prepare those since it requires being attuned to."
Oh, is that a magical resonator? Oh, he's like looking at it. Oh, these are rare. I haven't seen one of these in probably since I attended the institute. Well, whatever you need to find, one of these will definitely help. What are you looking for?
Well, each of us carries a magical communications device, including Darkul. So I'm going to be looking for that from him.
Remember that Selbra had mentioned that there's also this keystone, this anchor. That would be the way that you would need to get into this pocket dimension where she thinks that they've taken him.
Mentioned apparently, according to the person who gave it to us, the Red Nine have access to pocket dimensions, so they believe that's where Darkul is being held.
That tracks. Don't I remember you mentioning something about these pocket dimensions when you went into the institute before? Yeah, Yolanthe mentioned it, I think. Something about pocket dimensions opening up all over the city or something. One over the tavern. That night you all had your weird experience. What happens now? Anything you need from me?
Perhaps take a break for a little while, Yestas. You've been doing a lot lately.
Not gonna lie, my feet could use it.
Take some time for yourself, get some rest. We need time to for Ianvir to do this ritual of attunement, and we will figure it out from there.
Well, you know where to find me if you need me. He stands up. And he puts a hand on your shoulder, Yolanthe.
I'm sorry, quick question. Does Yestas have a communicator device? No. Can we give the one that Talanith left behind to Yestas so that we can contact him?
Sure.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Who currently has it? Is it?
I think we Rec had.
I think it's still on the bar.
I'd picked it up.
Okay.
We add Yestas to the group chat.
So you just
There you go.
Oh, hey, these are sending stones. You're just gonna give me this?
This way we can get in contact with you a lot easier, right? I mean, Tess means the ring is not being used by the original user anymore. So we
It's
may
not
as well put
one.
it to good use.
He slides the ring on his finger. Let's see. Assume the stones are for each of you all, and then we have the. I said it was like a sapphire. It's the power piece for this.
But we each have our own color.
Yeah, there are stones in different hues for each person, and then there's like the single stone that powers the entire thing. And I think I had written that that's a sapphire.
So
We have like Captain
we are.
Planet rings.
Well, I was going to say this is Rainbow Pride because it is Pride Month, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. Happy Pride.
I was about to ask what everyone's color is.
Obviously, mine is
gonna be-
red.
Mine is definitely orange.
Colors. What?
The stones on the rings.
Everything is gray. I'm dead and I'm colorblind.
I feel like Yolanthe's, if it's like a gemstone, I feel like hers is probably like
Yeah.
a tiger's eye, so maybe like a yellowish color, brownish color.
Green. Tess would have emerald green.
So the way that the ring works is you can touch one of the stones to speak to any one person directly without communicating with the others, or you can touch the sapphire to speak to everyone that holds the matching rings.
And the blue one is the big whole crowd. What color is Yestus and Rick?
I don't know.
I don't know. You have to tell me.
It'd be kind of neat if they kind of like change colors. I think that's canon. They change colors depending on who they connect with.
So like, I feel like red. Well, if we're doing like the full rainbow, we've already got all the way through green. So and blue is the group chat. So maybe
Use it.
Rec is indigo. Because I'm sure Talanith was probably purple.
Or yellow.
Damn. He's yellow.
Nah. Yeah. Nah, that definitely would not be Rec. Rec is not afraid of anything.
It's not really important. I'm sorry to distract so much. I was just
I thought we were
curious
talking
how
about
it looked.
Talanith still.
Oh, no, you know what? That's funny. I did
He's
think
yellow.
you meant Rick. He's yellow.
Well, now that I'm kind of dry at least, I think I'll take you up on that. Keep in touch. Yestus walks over to you, Yolanthe, and places a hand on your shoulder silently for a moment before he...
She's still like kind of staring dead-eyed into the fire, but when she feels his hand, she kind of reaches up the hand that was petting the frog and just kind of puts it over his for a sec.
Is it
Yeah.
spectral slime now?
No.
He repeats under his breath, "You know where to find me if you need me."
There's a little bit of a smile on her lip, but she's still just kind of staring straight ahead.
He swings that coat over his shoulder and proceeds to walk back into the rooms. In theory, you're going to need, I believe it's 20. I think it's 20 minutes to do the ritual for attunement. Same with you, Acid, for attunement.
Wait, I have to tune into it too?
Yeah, wait. Wait.
Or,
No. You.
There was the for
was
your
the
teleport thing.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
completely
right.
forgot about that.
Yeah, the teleport. That's what it was.
Yolanthe looks up at Ian. Is Ian Fear about to do it now?
I mean, it's probably going to be good to get ourselves set up and attuned so that way we're not taking too much time tomorrow.
He's pulling his rock out.
It's already been out. What are you talking about? It's exposed to everyone.
He's just been waving it around all in our faces.
Just swinging it. They call it the
Wiggle, wiggle,
helicopter
wiggle.
technique.
Just don't cross the
Yolanthe,
stream.
Yolanthe is going to kind of close her eyes and whisper another little Sylvan phrase, and the frog kind of sucks back up into her pendant. And then she stands up and stretches and says, "Okay, let's do this." And she kind of holds the necklace up and looks at it, and then looks at Ian Fear kind of sheepishly, and she's like, "I don't know how. I've never had anything like this before."
Ian Fair will say, "My only experience was doing this by my own creation. So let's see what this thing says." So, yeah, it pulls out the instruction note and everything, and
Yolanthe is peering over Ian Fear's shoulder at the scroll as if she knows what it says.
You've done a ritual before.
No, the only ritual we did before was the one to imbue the dagger with the gem.
Not you, Yolanthe. You did a ritual
yeah.
for... Oh, well, not the attunement ritual. You did one for Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, that was Rek. I can just speak with
But
him.
yeah.
You
well,
helped
no.
him with that ritual.
Yeah, but on the other, because squeak, squeaker, squeak 'em.
Yeah.
But
you know what? That's right.
But to be fair, like, you know, that's just casting a spell. Attuning an item might be a different type of magical schooling.
The scroll that you have there gives you're kind of aware of what the ritual takes to attune to magical artifacts. You've
I'm sorry, I just saw the GIF that Rek posted.
You've heard about this kind of practice before, especially, you know, around the Institute and all the magic users here in town. But yeah, you've never performed it yourself. Opening the scroll, it talks about, you know, using chalk to draw out, you know, your circle on the floor, and you place your candles at intervals. They have to be very specific because of reasons of the weave. But essentially, the brunt of it is once you have all of that part set up, and it's going to be different for every artifact, so you basically just focus on it. In this case, specifically for your trinket, this crystalline orb, you'll focus on it, and you'll also keep in mind this target, whatever the item is that you want it tracking specifically, if you want it tracking a specific item. Otherwise, you can just focus on and attune to this artifact, and it will just glow for any magical thing. Which would probably be awful because you all have magical equipment. It would just be on all the time.
It was the Magic City.
The whole city is
the
not
whole
made of
city
magic.
just glows and blinds Ian Fear.
Although there is a lot of magic about in the city, so yeah, you'd still have a difficult time. So for Yolanthe,
We get Ian Fear Ray-Bans.
For Yolanthe, it's a little bit more basic. You don't need all the chalk and everything like Ian Fear does. You just need yourself, a quiet space, and the artifact. Ian Fear informs you the way that it's supposed to work is you just focus on your artifact, and after 15-20 minutes, it becomes magically bound to you.
Just think about it. Just think about you're basically trying to understand this magic item, and then once you know what they're thinking, you sort of feel what they feel.
Before we do this, Yolanthe's going to take the pendant and kind of look around at everyone and say, "Are we so sure I'm the best person for this? I don't exactly talk too good with people. I mean, I can sneak real good.
Tess believes in you.
All right. A quiet place. I just need somewhere quiet." She's gonna head back towards the rooms. I guess she's gonna head in where Valphalin is.
As you come back into the hallway, to the West Wing hallway, the door to the room where Rek and Valphalin usually sleep is open. Valphalin is set upon this bed, his armor removed and seemingly put away. He has his greatsword and he's sharpening it with long draws with this honing stone.
Oh, that's not going to be quiet.
I mean, it's not super loud. You just hear a.
She pokes her head in to look at him doing that, and she's like, I need to attune to this thing. Is it okay if I come in?
Oh, of course. I can do this later. He sighs as you enter. He places the sword down near his pack. I suppose you need quiet. I can read over here.
I've never done this before. It would just feel better if there was someone with me.
I am here.
Although I guess you don't really know much about attuning either, do you?
I don't know the process, no. I have read a few books in which spellcasters have attuned to one item or another. But how to do it?
Oh.
I think you just focus on it. But I'm hardly an expert on the topic.
She starts staring really intently at the pendant, and then she looks up. She's like, "Did I do it?"
You remember from Ian Fear just a few minutes ago telling you it'll take probably 15 to 20 minutes.
I gotta stare at this thing for 15 minutes.
Magic is complicated.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky that mine just kind of happens. She kind of laughs nervously. Oh. You know what? You go back to your sword. I think I have a better idea. And she opens the door and walks back outside.
As you do, you hear the honing start once more. You notice something seemed a little bit off about the interaction with Val. Like, he seemed normal the way he was speaking to you, but just something about his face. He just doesn't seem like himself right
now. I think she's kind of like hovering in the doorway for a second and kind of... Do I need to make a perception or...
No.
Okay. She kind of looks back at him and just kind of is watching him work on the sword.
His face is long. His eyes betray a... Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay.
With a 14. I'd say his eyes betray a pretty easily identifiable sense of confusion, somewhere between anger and sadness.
That's kind of what she's feeling right now, too, I think.
Seems like it's sort of affected the whole group.
She kind of tucks the pendant away in her pocket, or in her bag or whatever, and kind of slowly walks back over and slumps over next to Val's legs, and doesn't say anything for a second, and then she's like, "Did we do something wrong?"
He stops honing the sword for a minute and looks over at you. For a moment he looks thoughtful. His eyes dart around the room like he's going to find any answers in the floorboards.
And she kind of continues for a second, and she's like, "Was it the name? I mean, it didn't have to be Team Sneak. We could have called ourselves anything. Was it me sassing him? I could have like toned it down."
I think the thing that bothers me the most is that I don't know. Things are easier when there's a reason. I feel responsible. But my logic tells me that that cannot be the case. I don't know.
You know what the worst part is? I'm upset that he's gone, but I can't really blame him. I mean, this whole stupid city.
I agree.
I don't know.
First, the false Hydra, which was terrifying enough, but now a glow cloud. And all these people losing their minds. Sometimes I fear for our safety, but I feel I have to see this through. I can't let anyone else suffer.
She's quiet for a minute, and then she reaches over and kind of pats Val's leg, like just kind of on his thigh, like, yeah. We have to see this through.
You're right, of course.
And she uses his leg to help her stand up, and then she stretches, and she's like, okay, well, you're working on your sword. Ianfear's working on his thing. I think I might need a little help attuning to this, and I might know someone who's a little bit better equipped, no offense. And she kind of backs out the doorway again, but she's like looking at Val and just kind of says, we're gonna be okay. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Time heals all wounds. Perhaps a scar remains behind, but it is healed the same.
She points a finger up at her own eye, and she's like, don't I know it?
He nods at you. Have a good night, then.
You too, Val. See you in the morning.
Ianfear, were you also going to your room, or are you staying out in the...
Ianfear will probably end up going into his room in order to attune.
Okay. Rek, what are you up to?
He was just kind of laying out and drying out by the fire, warming up. So
The fire's nice and warm, and it seems to cut through the chill of the, they are wet.
yeah. I guess once he's warmed up enough and his bear cloak seems dry to the point of putting away, he'll go back to the room and kind of go over his shield and armor and take a closer look at everything and get ready for some sleep.
You walk in, Valphalin is still there, honing his greatsword. Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, I got it.
And he holds it up.
Good to go.
I see. He's done a sort of patchwork on it. Interesting.
Yeah.
I take it he couldn't work the metal.
No, I guess not. That'd be too hard to do on this plane.
Perhaps some other time we should find another one of those portals, he jokes.
No, I'm all right.
Same here.
I'm just glad I still got something to work with. Gives a character, though. You know.
Like that I never see the other side of the Nine Hells again.
Exactly.
At any rate,
I'll remember it.
I'm glad we were able to get it back before our jaunt into the Enchantra. It seems like it might be dangerous.
Yeah. Take all the help we can get right now.
But whatever happens, I'll stand by your side, you know.
Right, kind of. I know. I thank you, man.
Wasn't it mentioned previously that your tribe mates were going to set up camp there?
I don't know. It's hard to say that they're my tribe mates anymore. Seems like a lot has changed, but yeah, I believe they said they were going to be out there.
Perhaps we'll see them.
Mayhap, especially if they've got a hunting party going. They'll probably see us before we see them. If
Like
they're
it's-
doing it right.
Like it's not.
Yolanthe, with her passive perception of 22, is like, I don't think so.
Yolanthe always sees you first. Tess, what are you up to?
Tess is still sitting near the fire, drying off. She's like sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor. And she has her tail wrapped around her like legs. And she's holding her mom's skull in her lap while she just stares at the fire, sipping her tea.
Scrito comes trotting out from the West Wing.
Hello, friend.
Seemingly oblivious to all of the somber things that have happened.
What have you been up to lately? Win anything good from the rats?
He kind of
Oh.
ducks his head a little bit.
Moms always know what their kids are up to.
But then he, from somewhere, he produces something. And he hands it, and with a closed hand.
She reaches her hand out, open palmed.
It's cheese.
Sewer cheese, I want to be clear.
Is it like a hard cheese? Like, is it wrapped in wax? Is it? It's like a chunk of cheese.
Seems to be just a wedge of cheese.
Oh,
Again,
thank you, friend.
from the sewer.
Yeah, you don't know where this has been.
It's
She
been in the
smells
sewer, and then it's been in gross bird hands. That's where it's been.
Doesn't smell weird.
Bird
it's
fingers?
It's cheese.
Tess appreciates you, Scrito.
Bird fingers get
Thank you for
rabbit.
sticking around. She puts the cheese in her bag.
The Scrito jumps onto the whatever chair is nearby and starts kicking his little feet.
I love my bird son.
Your bird son.
Tess goes back to staring into the fire and she closes her eyes. And she's just going to focus on. It's almost like entering like a meditative state.
Interesting. Roll a wisdom check. Okay, gonna save that for later. Ian Fear, you sit down and you prepare your ritual. Everything is quiet, the lights are dim. and you start to focus. What artifact are you picturing in your mind?
I am picturing the power source for the keystone to these portals.
During your meditation, after the first 5 minutes, the crystal, you feel this sort of thrum coming from it. It's steady. You've felt this sort of energy before. It doesn't break your concentration. Moreover, it seems to help you hone it more. Degenerates all. I see that. After about 20 minutes, you feel connected to the device. You learn. You sort of inertly understand its inner workings, like how it does what it does, and how you can use it. You also know that the artifact is now bound to you. That without attunement, no one else would be able to get this to work. The first thing you do after the ritual is complete is you take a moment to inquire. I'd like you to go ahead and roll a wisdom check. I'm sorry. Wisdom check? Actually, roll your spellcasting ability. I think that's charisma, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Get it in fear.
Immediately, you are, in your mind, a thought, not your own, manifests. And it says, southwest.
Well, super cool artifact finder. We already knew that. It's in the fucking forest.
The forest stretches all the way around the city.
Oh.
But yes, the main part of the forest is to the southwest.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
You know, Ian Fear, that at any moment you're able to do this, to perform the same feat. You can basically roll a charisma check at any point to get the direction that you need to go to get to this thing. Seems easy. Also seemingly unaffected by the glow cloud. That's interesting.
Yep. After getting his bearings, Ian Fear will head out of the room and sort of basically he'll go up to Yolanthe, and once he can find her.
Yolanthe, you would have also had enough time to finish up your ritual as you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. You were going to ask Yestus for help, so that probably comes first.
A little bit.
Um,
But that's fine. We can just say that I just did it.
No. By all means, you walk in. Yestus is sitting there. He seems to have folded and put away his. He seems to have put away the hat, and the coat is hanging.
He has
over
a
the side
hat.
of the bed. He had a hat, yeah, when he walked in.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Wolfie. How you doing?
I might need your help.
Sure, what can I do?
She holds up the necklace that the professor gave her, and she's like, I don't know how to attune to this. I've never done it before.
Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. Let me see. Pillows, right here. Okay, and he grabs a pillow and throws it on the ground. Here, have a seat.
She kicks off her boots and flops down, I guess, on the pillow.
Okay, open your hand.
Okay.
All right, now place the item right there, right in the palm of your hand.
She does it.
Okay, this can be the tricky part. Close your eyes. And focus.
She closes her eyes, but then opens one, peeks at him again.
You gotta keep your eyes shut.
Oh, okay. Closes her eyes again.
Okay, you're going to focus on this necklace, this charm. But you're not going to presume.
She opens her eyes and looks down at it.
You gotta keep your eyes shut for the
okay.
whole thing.
Oh, man. Okay.
Focus your
She
thoughts.
settles in and kind of like scrunches her eyes closed, like she's focusing on closing her eyes.
Focus your thoughts on the way that this trinket feels in your hand.
Okay.
And you'll start to... Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You'll start to penetrate the matter. You'll start to go beyond the material, and it's almost like it opens up to you, like a book.
Oh, wait. I know what that feels like. And she reaches up with her other hand and is kind of like touching her own pendant. Okay. And she takes a deep breath and just settles in and tries to focus on the professor's pendant. What are we calling it? I feel like there was a name for it.
This pendant, it's in your inventory, actually. It is called Albraxia's Pendant of Return.
Okay.
As you sit, you start to feel... You start to feel almost like a staticky kind of feeling right where that pendant is in your hand. At first, you can't really tell if that feeling is really there or if it's something that you're manifesting in your own mind. But before long, that same feeling seems to start to permeate everything, everywhere that this artifact touches. It's a little bit weird at first, but you almost have this influx of information into your brain. Otherworldly, as far as anything else you've ever experienced, you immediately are able to understand what the pendant is and how to use it. It's almost like your body now just understands the language that it needs to communicate your desires to the pendant and get what you need out of it. You know that by invoking the pendant that you are able to instantly teleport yourself and any other willing creature with you, as long as you are touching, directly to the Institute of Thaumaturgy in that very same room.
Okay.
Given that the professor is actually there.
I was about to say, does it spin to the room or to herself?
She made it sound like it was to her, but the pendant itself seems like it's only going to work under these certain circumstances.
Okay.
A la, you can only use it at night.
What time is it now?
Night.
Interesting. Okay. So the ritual's done then?
You snap to, your eyes open. You feel more knowledgeable about this arcane device. Weird the first time, isn't it?
Wow, that was cool.
Yeah, you can do that with just about any magical item.
Huh.
Definitely,
She kind of reaches up and takes off her own pendant and just kind of holds it up and is looking at it curiously. She's like, oh, is that what happened with this one?
could be.
I didn't feel like that then. Of course, I was in the middle of dying. And then she puts it back on.
This is about the time Ian Fear walks in the room.
Ian Fear, guess what? And she like scrabbles to her feet.
What?
It worked. Check it out. And she holds up the pendant and she's like, I know how to use this now. So cool, huh?
Ian Fear will also sort of like go, and I have some exciting news too.
Yeah?
Yeah, so this keystone that we're looking for with these portals, it's apparently in the Verdantra.
She frowns a little bit. She's like, but I was just flying over there. I didn't see. Well, what does it look like?
Well, we'll know when we come close to it. I hope.
Okay. She looks at the professor's pendant and is like, ooh, you know what? I better make sure it worked. Poof.
Iolanthe immediately disappears.
Yes, just an Ian Fear facepalm.
There she goes. Iolanthe, you immediately find yourself standing in the very same sort of discussion chamber that you were in previously when you were given the amulet or the pendant.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find. Oh, I don't think I ever actually made the character for her. So
she had a picture.
as you blink into existence in this hall, Professor Torzalan is there speaking with Albraxia.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And
Iolanthe blinks and looks around and then gives this tiny little shriek and she's like, it worked!
Professor Torzalan looks up at you, and so does Albraxia. It looked like they were in the middle of a discussion and you've interrupted.
Yeah. Hey, guys, we have big news.
Big news. What is it?
We're going into the forest to find a keystone. What can you tell us about the Verdant Enchantra?
On the Enchantra. Abraxia, why don't you take this one? The Enchantra is a place deeply connected with a plane of existence known as the Feywild. Have you heard of it before?
Kind of.
Well, suffice it to say, it is a chaotic plane of existence, but one from which, let's just say that there is much magic to be had there, but of the chaotic varieties. Uncontrollable. Dangerous.
I am a Fey. Wouldn't that mean I'd be alright?
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way.
Oh.
Creatures of the Feywild are often seen wandering through the Enchantra. Some dangerous, some not so much. All quite chaotic, prone to trickery sometimes. People who go into the Enchantra will sometimes go for religious connection. For those of us who are masters of the arcane or learners of the arcane, we may go in there to experience visions or to be connected to the magic that lies within.
Huh. Well, I do know my way around the forest. And around being tricksteries. I think we'll be alright, but thanks. I think it's good that we're not going in blind. We'll be careful.
You say you're looking for a keystone, is it?
Uh-huh.
You did say that, right? I didn't just make that up.
Yeah.
Tell me, how have you learned of such an artifact?
I think it came to me in a dream. Or a vision. Or a nightmare. Or
Like
a
the
drug
work
trip.
of Lanwillen. Go ahead and roll a deception check, please.
Oof. I'm actually going to burn my inspo.
Understood?
And that's not much better. Why do I feel like every single time I actually bother to use my inspiration, it barely helps at all.
It was so close to that 20 as well.
I know. I was like, what the fuck, dice?
Dice jail.
Yeah. I feel like she was probably about to say, oh yeah, the Bat Witch, but then she remembered she's not supposed to say that, so she's like looking around the room, kind of avoiding eye contact while she's like listing all the possible ways that she could have imagined something.
Oh. I suppose I won't pry. You adventurers are often quite resourceful. Maybe more so than those of us who are currently locked in this institute.
Is there anything I could bring you guys?
No, we have everything we need here. But if you do have more information about what's going on, what with the glow cloud, and these pocket dimensions that we've discovered, any information could be helpful.
Yeah, next time I'll bring Ian Fear. He's better at talking to people. Oh, and then she remembers that she just kind of dipped and left Ian Fear standing there, like probably in mid-sentence. She's like, oh, I gotta go. Is there anything else?
If you're going into the Enchantra, be careful.
Of course.
And, should you find any portals while you're in there, usually
Destroy
embedded
them.
within a tree, don't go in or try to interact with them. It is possible to become trapped on the other side, you see.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
Also,
Portals and trees.
if you begin to experience what you think are hallucinations, it could be
Ate the wrong
that,
mushrooms.
or it could be some entity forcing them upon you. Just keep.
Yolanthe gets a very grim look on her face and reaches up and kind of strokes at the scarring around her eye.
As long as you keep safe and don't trust any strange things that happen right away, you should be fine.
Uh-huh. Okay. We can do that.
You adventurers have proven to be very resourceful. Good luck.
Thanks. And then she kind of awkwardly looks around and is like, how do I leave?
As you say
Does
that,
this work both ways?
yeah, you know that you're able to invoke it in the same way, and it would just teleport you back.
All right, she poofs
I'm
back in
sorry.
front of Ian Fear.
It'll teleport you outside, specifically outside the Institute.
Oh, okay. Oh, where like all the guards are?
It was kind of several like yards from the gate, so yeah, the guards would just kind of like be there, and you would just like poof.
What the fuck? Hi. And then she
They're
turns around and
immediately, like-
abruptly walks away.
Yolanthe putting a new meaning to the word DoorDash.
You start walking away really fast, and you see one of the guards like kind of trailing after you.
Trailing after me?
Yeah, it looks like he might be concerned that you might have a magical item.
Oh, well, that's easy to fix.
Oi, stop! He calls after you.
Bird
She
Lampy time.
stops.
What's that?
Nothing.
No, what did you say, Yolanthe?
She does stop and kind of turns around slowly, looking at him curiously.
I'm sorry to do this to you, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to empty your pockets.
Oh. Okay.
If you have any magical items, I would just turn them over, if you please.
She reaches into her purse or her satchel or whatever and yanks out her cloak, which has been folded up in there. A big pile of leaves, a little bundle of twigs, several jars of weed and mushrooms and other things. And just keeps kind of digging out and just dumping it all on the ground.
Is that cloak how you became invisible?
What are you talking about?
Just now I watched you pop in. You like you were invisible.
She gives him this look like he's absolutely insane and then laughs and says, "What? I'm not invisible. Are you okay, man? You've been working too hard?"
Go ahead and roll a deception check. He kind of looks over all of the things that you've pulled out of the satchel.
All the
and-
mundane ass mess that only a klepto druid would have.
Perhaps you're right. I might have daydreamed it. Carry on. Sorry
Hey.
about that.
These guys must be working you real hard. Maybe you should take a break.
Wish I could, but I'm on duty. You have a good day.
Oh, that's so awful. Yeah, you too. Was this close to casting Charm Person just for shits and giggles, but she quickly scoops up all her crap and scuttles back to the inn.
Nice getting through that. You walk your way back to the inn. When you
Yeah, she comes scampering back up to where Ian Fear and Yestis are probably still hanging out.
as soon as you come in the door, Kolvar is like, oh, wait, and he kind of points at the door, and then he points it toward the room. Weren't you?
I'm sneaky.
Apparently so.
She gives Kolvar a big grin and wipes her bare feet on the, I'm assuming, mat or something, because she still had her boots off.
Her bare feet on the bare rug.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever's in front of the door that people wipe their bloody paws on.
Looks like he's got a deerskin rug laid out right there.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. You know where I am if you need anything.
Thanks.
Really got to stop saying that line. Change it up. You head back to the room. Ian Fear, are you
Yeah,
still
she's looking for
sitting in
Ian
there
Fear
with Kolvar? Yes, just not
Yeah,
Kolvar.
I think after watching Yolanthe disappear, they both kind of just shrug and just sit biding the time talking.
Looking at their watches, like right about now.
Probably the whole time it's been like small talk. Like, yes, this is probably like, you remember Professor, some professor name? You don't. And
Well,
he's
of
just
course
like,
not. And he's just like, yeah, I never actually attended.
Wait, did they go to school together?
No. Remember,
No.
Eamfir never actually went to the institute, or he
Oh.
tried to get in, but
Oh, I always just imagined you attended attended.
oh no, yeah.
You're,
You talk with any of the people in town, they will let you know. I am Eamfir the failure.
You're a Jamalor. That's a nobility, isn't it?
Well, once upon a time, it was for a while back. Mom was more of a kind of eschewed that, went more towards the library route.
Oh, okay. Lots changed. Lots changed since I went to school here. Yolanthe comes walking in.
Yeah, she comes bursting in, like dripping wet and barefoot.
Hmm.
Guys, it worked.
I kind of guessed it did. How are things at the Institute?
She looks very giddy, and she like runs over and gives him a big old hug. She's like, "Thank you for helping me."
No problem. I need to dry off again.
Oh, sorry. And she backs up and sits down back on the pillow, and she's like, "So, the Verdant Enchantra. It's apparently very chaotic. It's kind of like the Feywild, which I thought maybe, since I am a Fey, might not be so bad. Apparently, it's full of Fey creatures that are kind of dangerous and kind of trickstery.
Eamfir will
And
say that makes
There's
sense.
portals and trees."
Yeah, Eamfir will say so. One thing to know about me in particular for this is, so while I am a Gemalor, I'm a Gemalor in name only. So I was
You're a what?
found. So, and he's gonna say that. Sorry, that's the family name. So because my name is Eamfir Gemalor, but so my mom did not give birth to me. She found me. And she told me it was her belief that I came from the Feywild, from the Verdant Enchantra.
Whoa. You're a Fey too?
Well, I don't know what I am for sure. Just that I'm not of the same sort of high elf as the rest of this city.
Interesting. I never, I always tried to stay away from the Enchantra. I mean, you have to cross through it, coming into the city, if you're on foot. Stick to the roads. You're usually fine. Yeah, I tried to stay away from that place. Too chaotic.
Yeah, from what I heard from other people how they experienced the Enchantra, or as I like to call it, the Verdantra. I always thought my mom was using it as a means to express her exasperation in dealing with me, but maybe she actually was trying to be straightforward to explain her thoughts, where I come from.
Interesting. Did they find you in the Enchantra?
I was found on the doorsteps to the Institute.
I
But
see.
she tried to get information about where I came from. She couldn't really find anything.
I see. How strange. Oh, maybe this jaunt into the Enchantra is just what you're going to need to get some more information.
Are you coming with us?
If you
She's a
have
puppy
need
dog,
of me,
guys.
if you have need of me, I'll come along.
out of character, do we?
That's up to you. Like honestly, these
Well, Tess,
these NPCs that have been working with you are kind of at your disposal. Like, so you have.
I mean, it might be good to have someone who has the this like one of these communication things to be able to pass us news while we're searching through the Verdant Enchantra about
Okay.
what's going on in the city.
and Tess did tell him to take a break, so Yolanthe gives a little sad puppy dog eyes. But then she's like, "Oh, nah, you stay here. We might need you to come save us at some point."
Yeah, okay.
Game Fear will say, plus it keeps you safe here. We know you can handle yourself, but especially with some of what we've seen so far, better to keep some number of us here to help the city while we're gone.
As always,
Yeah,
you have anything you need me to look into? Well, it's easier to reach me now, isn't it?
Yolanthe is a little bit nervously like rubbing her own arm and looks at Yessis and says, "Just be here when we get back, okay? Don't just leave, okay?"
Never.
She smiles, and then she stands up and stretches and is like, "Now, if you guys will excuse me, I want to go stuff as many shrooms as I can fit in my mouth and just kind of forget everything for a while."
I can understand
And she heads
that.
back to her and Tess's room.
Tess, Yolanthe walks in.
Tess is not in the room.
Oh, that's
She's still
right.
sitting. She's meditating in front of the fire in the tavern. She's in a
Oh
deep
yeah, you had
meditative
something
state.
you were saving.
Ah, yeah. First, let's see. Tess, as you're sitting there deep in thought, your mind starts to sort of race through this entire adventure that you've been on. All from the initial fairy that you found that was being attacked by the weird plant-like creatures, all the way through the trip to the strange version of the future, Dintherum, the journey here, Schapeben overseas. And as you're sitting there, there's a sound that cuts through the silence, straight through your concentration. It's staticky at first, but it clears up very quickly. Tess? Can you hear me? The sound of Antarius's voice rings through your sending stone.
She immediately snaps out of her state and replies, "Antharius?
Difficult to get a connection. Is everything okay?
Things over here are definitely wild, but we have things under control."
Finished up on my end. Headed your way. Soon.
Do be careful on your travels. The glow cloud is wreaking havoc here in this city. There's a lockdown on magical items as well, so be prepared for having your ship searched likely when you show up.
Lockdown? Magic items. There's like some breakup, and you hear him say, "Institute?"
Tess could not hear you. Antharius, repeat. Oh, Tess is losing you.
Yeah, that static kind of cuts through, and you lose him.
Got from 5G to 1G.
Not getting great reception right now. Must be the glow cloud. Must have broken a cell tower or something.
I blame Spectrum.
You know, it's always Spectrum. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and cut to the ending scene here. Throw a little marker in there. Oh, good. I still haven't fixed all of the pictures, have I? It still looks like y'all are kind of poking up from the bottom. That's just great.
We need to get Tessa's new art up too.
We
Yeah, I'll
creeping.
work on that.
It's me.
We had a few AMA questions today, didn't we?
2.
Yeah, I think there's 2.
Yeah,
I put
two
them
of
in Discord.
First question looks like it was for Tess, who has earned a spot next to your mother's skull.
Well, it is a very good thing that she is not dead. That is quite a weird question, but Yolante is like a sister to Tess. Definitely
Ow.
one of the closest ones to family that Tess has had in a very long time.
Next question was for Valphalin. Do you consider the other party members and NPCs your family? If so, what familial roles does everyone fit into? Family is a term I think I have a sort of unique perspective on. I did not know my parents, nor where I came from necessarily, only that I was found in a small cave, a wolf's den, it was thought to be, by the monks who worked at the abbey. They took me in, and they were my family, my first family, I should think. I do consider the party my family. But I don't believe I fully understand the question of familial roles. I'm not exactly experienced in such matters. I think that family is, simply put, people that you choose. Everyone has a role that they play in a society. Ours, a tight-knit friendship, honor-bound, safety. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope to see you for the next session, session 17, which should take place in 2 weeks. Until then, I am your most gracious Dungeon Master, VGpunx, and keep a song in your heart.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.